We're starting a like a 2-week, 5 to 6 day binge here of dashing. Got some things I want to save up for, so I'm out and about. Our first dash is for $6 over at BW3's Buffalo Wild Wings. I got a good friend that works over at TJ Maxx. It is one of the nicest days of the year for sure. Better turn that music down. No copyright strikes. They don't like Hobbs. I think that's a spot right up there. Let me grab that spot. I'm coming for that number one spot. Step up or get dropped. All right, let's go get the food. All right, I've got pretty good solid knowledge on where to take this one to. I'm doing something new. I'm putting my bag in the back. Kind of a new technique that I learned from somebody else where you put it in the back and you go back there and deliver it. It's a little more convenient than just pulling it out of the front here and having it go over my head as I try to get out of the door. So we're going to try that method on this first delivery. It's $6 on a 3-mile delivery, so that's money. Anyways, get to the house soon. Well, that worked out good. That ended up being $7.25 for that one over here at this little apartment complex for 3 miles. So that's delivered. I do like the new system where I'm not keeping the bag up front. It makes it a little easier for me to go ahead and pick it up in the back seat. So, yeah, on to the next one. Hell yeah. It was an $8 order. Thank you. You don't get those too often. Time for the next one. This is a double order from Chipotle. The next one's going to be piata.
This is Halloween.
It's 10:30 right now. I haven't gotten any orders hardly. None yet. This time of day you won't get orders really. Around 11:30 you'll start getting pounded. And we'll come back then. Beautiful day again now. Alright, so that one's done. So luckily in this particular area I didn't have to go up them big ass stairs again that are in the inside. It was a floor A. So we have an order for $14 for Firehouse subs. Going to my hometown, actually, which is not too far from here, but it's not exactly close either. But for $14, and I feel like making a drive, why the hell not? You know, 14 bucks. So I've got to go get this Firehouse subs, and I'll be right back, folks. It's Miamisburg. I used to party at that house right there. Well, not party, but I used to go to my friend's house right there. John, he lived right there. I think I only went over there once or twice, but it was a good time. We were kids. So coming up, actually I think it was this house actually over here. Yeah, it was this house. John's house. Yep. So here's coming up, there's going to be a pool up here. This wasn't the pool we grew up with. The pool we grew up with had this slide that was about 8 stories tall, and it was legendary. Miamisburg, Ohio. The Vikings, which I played football and wrestled for. Many sports. That is our recreational pool area over there. You can see over there. Now we're getting into the downtown part of Miamisburg, which is kind of more, a little bit more what I'm accustomed to. Although I used to live going that way up on a house that was a little more expensive than I was used to. But this area now is getting closer to where I'm from. That picture that I put up of me looking like Bender, that is the football stadium that I was in, holding the helmet up. Harmon Field. That's where the high school teams used to play. Now they play closer to a different part of town, but that's where those pictures were that you guys have seen. Underneath here is where all the fights used to be at. People go behind the fence, and that's where they would fight. Schedule their fights. We used to play King of the Mountain over there. There used to be this big-ass hill over there. We played King of the Mountain over there. What a good time. One more look at it from a distance. What a blast from the past. I don't know if they're going to tear that down or keep that because the high school kids don't play there. I think they play the Wii games now and the junior high games there. So what a memory. See, over there would be the concession stand. You go up these stairs and you would get right into the game. A lot of my family played varsity football for Miamisburg as well. So what a blast from the past to come do this. How cool. That's where the gates and to the very far back, they'd also have fights over there too. Sorry, we fought a lot in Miamisburg. It was just something we did for fun. Bunch of goofballs. I'm just going to take a couple shots from basically the distance because it's really high elevation of the city coming up. Let's just not get that guy in the picture. As you can see here, this is the mound area. Some of the houses over there. See that big up there? That big mound? There's a video of me climbing that big ass mound on my channel. I about broke my legs. I couldn't walk for about 2 to 3 days after. That is the mound up there. You know what? Let's take a break. Let's take a break. Let's go see the mound. Why not? And there's a lot of history. It supposedly is haunted as well. Wow. That is beautiful. I did climb the very top of that in one of my videos. And this is my hometown, Miamisburg. So let's go look at it. Take a little quick look while we're out delivering food. Check out that mound. As you can see over here, they got little parks and stuff for picnics. My family used to come here for picnics all the time. And I'll show you the stairwell here in a little bit too. As you can see over there, that's the stairwell that you climb to go up it. There's a better angle of the mound. But it's all Miamisburg. It's all my hometown. But my little part I grew up in has been in different vantage points. You know, downtown Miamisburg. I've lived in, look at that. Look at those stairs. I tell you, I was winded when I got done with it. All right, now we're getting towards the downtown part where I grew up in. That used to be a Dairy Queen over there. I think it still is a Dairy Queen over there. Yeah, it's got to be. Everybody's over there partying. Dairy Queen. Oh yeah, it is Dairy Queen. There's the sign. My dad used to take us there and we would get chocolate dipped in chocolate cones. So I'm going to show you the house I grew up in up until I was about 9 years old on Pearl. This park over here is really nothing. It's a historic park, but there used to be things you could ride and things for kids there a long time ago. These tracks, all this stuff is all part of being in downtown Miamisburg. We have our tracks. The train's kind of annoying, but one time there was a derailment over here that caused a lot of trouble for people. So I used to go down there and hang out with kids over in one of these houses, actually both of these houses. I remember that factory used to be kind of well known over there. So over here is a park I used to go to. I got stung by a wasp on that exact slide. Over here used to be a dime store that we would go to and get candies. This is considered to be kind of a bad part of downtown, but I know everybody over here. Ain't nothing I ain't used to. Come on, let's go. So, oh shit. You gotta watch her out here. There's all these people, they don't know what you're doing. This is Sycamore. This is behind the house that I used to live at. So there's a lot of history over here. I used to go to a gentleman's house that lived up there for a while and hang out. Brian, if you're watching. So now we're coming up behind my old house. So this factory, my dad used to kick footballs up here on this factory on accident. This is blue. This used to be white. My father painted all of this up here. We used to go down in that park a lot. Well, this alley was synonymous. But, yeah, this shed back here, what used to be a shed back here, he would do a lot of his work on. Yeah, what memories, man. So this is the house I grew up in. There's the porch. Very close to the house I grew up in. Kind of strange. But yeah. And then I gotta get back to delivering food. That's the primary thing I gotta do. I gotta deliver some food. But yeah, that blue house over here is where I grew up at. Right here on this one. Yeah, this one right here. 539. Lots of good memories in that house. My grandpa used to live in that house back in the very back. So, anywho, time to deliver some food. All right, pick it up in order for $7.25 for CJ Chan. Not to be confused with CJ Graham. CJ Chan. It's only 4 miles. We'll take that sumbitch. Look at that idiot. It's a nice restaurant over here. I've delivered a lot for CJ Chan. They just pretty quick too. Chapas, I've delivered there as well. Well, I was angry initially at this place. This was on the very top floor, and the stairs, they're cement, and they're really tiny. So I really had no way to gauge how I was walking, or the way that I was walking. I fell twice towards the stairs, not down the stairs, towards the stairs, holding the food. For a place that probably cost a lot of money to rent, poorly designed, but I got a $7.50 tip. So in the end, almost a $10 delivery for about 5 miles. I'll take it even with the stair falls, folks. We would always go to that Perkins over there. That Perkins is like the party house. Every time you go out and you would party, you would go to that Perkins over there to soak up all the alcohol. There's the Residence Inn. It used to be, I believe it used to be a Red Roof Inn, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Many places around here, but this is a place I know for sure I've had many a good time at. Dark Horse Tavern, now it's called Steve and Tammy's Tavern. Used to also be called Buyer's Inn. Man, what a lot of history here. Keno and everything. They used to have an upstairs where you could go dance. A lot of people would go dance and party. Oh, there's the Red Roof Inn. So this used to be Buyer's Inn, then over here is what it used to be. So let's see what they got over here. They've got music. They've got bingo on Tuesdays, trivia on Wednesdays, karaoke on Fridays, and party rooms available. So yeah, so this used to be called Buyer's Inn, not the hotel, but the tavern. Then it was Dark Horse Tavern. Now it's Steve and Tammy's Tavern. I wonder if it's the Steve and Tammy that I knew personally, that I grew up with.
This is Halloween.
Station we would frequent all the time. This idiot's just gonna walk right out in the middle of the road. You don't give a fuck. You don't care. This Marathon. We would go here and get booze all the time, folks. Here it is, my first complex I ever lived in. I was 18 years old, fresh out of high school. And man, what history. I think I had maybe one other place over here later on in life that I moved to, but I'm going to show you the building that it all started and all those parties and everything we had here at the park. For some of you that watch this channel that know me personally outside of YouTube will recognize all, if not all, of these places. Let's get a good look at it. Fortunately, there was a fire over here that took part of this, but looks like it's been rebuilt and it's good. There it is, folks. 2053. That was my building I lived in. All the fun stuff started there. That's when the Hobbs let loose. It's cul-de-sac was always. I used to have to take my garbage over there until they built one next to it. But that's beautiful still over here. Look at the. At one point, I lived on the bottom on the right side, and then the top as well. Well, the medium. So, not the very top, but the second one. So I lived in the B and C. I never lived on A though. But that's where all the parties would happen, folks. My first ever place. What a nostalgic time to bring back some memories on this Saturday. Alright guys, back here with you. Time to deliver some food. Alright, I'm going to do one more for you guys. I get back to delivering. There's a couple bars over here. Sparky's, Long John Silver's, Cousin Vinny's Lounge. Sparky's Lounge is synonymous around this area. Odin knows Sparky's, kind of, sort of. But here it is, folks, the Yellow Rose nightclub. That's the one where all the parties would happen at. Man, so many parties at the Yellow Rose. Dancing, country line dancing. Every type of music was played, different nights. Fights would break out, beer would be flowing. If you were drunk, you'd be picked up right there at that corner. The police or your ride would come get you. And then going down just a little bit of ways, just a little bit farther here, we have our Cheeks Cabaret, which is our synonymous gentleman's club around here, which is a Dayton staple. Yes, I lived across the street from Gentleman Club, Cheeks Gentleman's Club, and a couple of their dancers lived next to me. So they would come ask me to come to the parties or ask me for sugar. Yes, real sugar. All right, folks. Thanks for riding along with me. Let's get back to delivering some food. This hill always pissed me off because the light never turns. So there's this big new superstore called Sandy's over here. I just delivered Chinese to, and I've never actually heard of it before. But to be truthful with you guys, I'm just not feeling it today. I'm going to go back out tomorrow, cash out for today. And then that'll give me Sunday and then next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to do a better job. So I'll come back tomorrow. Well, I just got $15 in more gas. I'm going to go back out tomorrow. I don't know what it is. I'm just not feeling it today. Some days that he's having an off day. But it is your gas station food of the week. This is a quarter pounder dog. So let's go to our spot that we like to look into. And we'll just try it out right here. I don't want to get thrown out. But I was got done talking to a guy that seen my John Carpenter shirt in the gas station. And we got to talking about horror movies for about 10 minutes. People love horror everywhere. He was talking about The Cell. He was talking about John Carpenter. It was cool. Not bad. No, I didn't have time to put condiments on. But better than the regular hot dog, so we ended up with $37, folks. So $37 is the draw for today. We'll come back out on Sunday and make some money. I'm just not very focused today, so I'm very disappointed in my performance. So we got to have a rebuttal.